Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Chem Origin. This is Dr. Satish from RGUKT Srikakulam. Students, in this module, I dealt with very important concept. So, please carefully follow this video. Here, I explained Carnot cycle. Before Carnot cycle, I give you some explanation about the expansion of an ideal gas, because without knowing this concept we cannot understood the concept of Carnot cycle. That's why here I also explained the expansion of an ideal gas. After that I deal the Carnot cycle, very important concept. Now we can start our class. Expansion of an ideal gas. Expansion of an ideal gas. Students, after this concept, the very most important concept in thermodynamics is the Carnot cycle. In order to understood Carnot cycle very easily, and if you want to learn very accurately and very easily, better you should very carefully learn this expansion of ideal gas. Once you familiar with this concept, then only you can easily understood the concept of Carnot cycle. Without knowing this concept, without learning this concept, I think you are unable to understood the concept of Carnot cycle. Once you can understood and easily familiar with this concept, you can easily write the Carnot cycle in examination. There is some little derivation part is there for Carnot cycle. That derivation part also no need to by heart. You can easily write in a simple manner. So students, my sincere advice to you, please be careful with this concept and you can try to learn very accurately. In expansion of an ideal gas. So students, for explaining this concept, we should take a system as an ideal gas. An ideal gas is your system. Therefore, you can take a cylinder. You can take a cylinder. Inside this cylinder, our system, gas, ideal gas. Our system is ideal gas. So, inside this system, you can take a ideal gas and you can connect this cylinder with a frictionless piston. Students, you are very familiar with this word. Frictionless means the piston of the cylinder, it can move very easily from top to bottom. Okay, students, therefore in our cylinder we can take an ideal gas. Ideal gas is our system. Ideal gas is our system. We are taking this ideal gas in a cylinder. So for if the ideal gas is expanded, so what kind of changes will take place, we can learn here. Isothermal expansion. Students, this word already you heard in the video modules of thermodynamics. You know isothermal process, adiabatic process, isobaric process, isochoric process. Students, there I explained you for an isothermal process, temperature remains constant. Temperature remains constant. Therefore, change in temperature, delta T becomes 0. The other factors may be pressure or maybe volume or maybe chemical composition may vary, but the temperature is constant in an isothermal process. Therefore, in the expansion of ideal gas, first we wanted to learn the isothermal expansion. Suppose we are taking an ideal gas in a cylinder. This cylinder is connected with a frictionless piston. If this ideal gas is expanded, therefore heat is allowed and flow into or out of the system. Means heat may be coming out of the system. Means here it is a closed system or an open system, but not an isolated system. Students, we know for a open system or a closed system, energy exchanged between system to surroundings or surrounding to system. Therefore, here the same thing, heat is allowed to flow into the system in this manner or coming out of the system into the surroundings. Whatever it may be, in case of an isothermal process, temperature remains constant because it is an isothermal process na. So we know students, in isothermal process temperature is constant. Therefore entire the process, either it is an expansion or an compression. Since for an ideal gas the internal energy depends only on temperature, but ideal gas case what happens, its internal energy, students, we know internal energy is denoted with a symbol capital E. Capital E is the symbol for internal energy, but ideal gas internal energy is depends only on temperature. Therefore here temperature is constant means internal energy also remains constant because it's depend upon temperature. Therefore in the throughout the process, if internal energy is constant means change in internal energy is 0. Initially its internal energy E1, after the process also its internal energy is E1. Therefore students, we already very briefly discussed about this internal energy. Internal energy is a state function, therefore its exact value we cannot calculate. That's why we calculate change in internal energy, but here internal energy is depend upon temperature, but temperature is constant in an isothermal process. Therefore delta E is equals to 0. Change in internal energy is 0 for an isothermal expansion of an ideal gas. Students, we know from first law of thermodynamics, delta E is equals to Q plus W, but in isothermal expansion case what happens, delta E is equals to 0. Therefore Q equals to minus W. Students, in order to calculate the total work done by an isothermal reversible expansion of an ideal gas, for this we can assume that consider a cylinder which contains an ideal gas. A cylinder containing ideal gas is present and this cylinder is fitted with a frictionless weightless piston. Frictionless and weightless piston. Okay. So let you can assume a cylinder is present, inside the cylinder ideal gas is present and this cylinder is fitted with a weightless frictionless piston. Let the external pressure or atmospheric pressure, let it be PEXT, which is equal to the pressure of the ideal gas, let it be P gas. Therefore the pressure of the ideal gas P gas, here I represent with P gas, it is nothing but pressure of the ideal gas and external pressure PEXT, both are equal, let it be P. Okay students, you can assume the pressure of the ideal gas is equals to the external pressure, let it be P. If suppose if we decrease the external pressure PEXT infinitesimally small amount, INFINITESIMAL, infinitesimal amount of pressure, external pressure, let it be dP, infinitesimal amount of external pressure is reduced, then what happen, the pressure inside the cylinder is more, therefore expansion of an ideal gas takes place. As a result of expansion there is a infinitesimal amount of volume is increased. Infinitesimal, INFINITESIMAL, infinitesimal amount of volume is increased, let it be dV. Infinitesimal amount of volume, let it be dV, let it be dV. Okay, so whenever we decrease the infinitesimal amount means very small amount, students, infinitesimal means very small, here the meaning of infinitesimal means very small amount of external pressure is reduced. As a result of that, the piston, because the pressure inside the cylinder is more when compared with external pressure, as a result expansion of the ideal gas takes place, then the piston moves in upward direction. But as the after expansion, the pressure inside the gas P gas is also decreased, let it be, how much it will decrease, P gas minus dP, P gas minus dP, pressure is decreased inside the cylinder. As a result, again the pressure of the gas inside the cylinder and external pressure are equal, and again the piston comes to the original position. And students, I already told you these experiments we are conducting under isothermal condition. Isothermal means at a constant temperature. Already we know the definition. So if a process is carried at isothermal condition at a constant temperature, then change in temperature is 0. Okay, so here we are doing isothermal, and here what happened after decreasing small amount of pressure, infinitesimal amount of pressure, the gas is expanded. As a result, infinitesimal amount of volume is increased, let it be dV, and then again the pressure inside the gas and external pressure are equal, and again the piston comes to the its rest of position due to infinitesimal increment of volume. Okay, so that's why this we are known as a isothermal expansion. Isothermal, again initially it expanded and again comes to its original position. Isothermal reversible expansion. Isothermal reversible expansion. Isothermal reversible expansion. Isothermal reversible expansion takes place. Students, now isothermal reversible expansion takes place in this process. Therefore, the total amount of work done, the total amount of work done in an, here what happened, isothermal reversible expansion. Here our system is an ideal gas system. Therefore, isothermal reversible expansion of ideal gas takes place. So during this process, the total amount of work done, W, is equals to integral minus V1 to V2. Okay, sorry students, here unable to type, I forgot. Here volume is V2. So because initial volume is V1, during expansion its volume is changes to V2, and it is the infinitesimal increment volume is dV. That's why here I write as a dV. Therefore, the total amount of work done in isothermal reversible expansion of an ideal gas, W, is equals to minus integral V1 to V2 PdV. Integral V1 to V2 PdV. Students, we already know the ideal gas equation. Students, we know ideal gas equation from our high school class standard onwards we are studying. So ideal gas equation, PV is equals to nRT. PV is equals to nRT. So from that equation we can develop a new relation, is that P is equals to nRT by V. P is equals to nRT by V. Therefore, we can substitute in place of P nRT by V in this equation. Then the equation becomes W is equals to minus nRT integral, here V2 is there students, upper limit, integral V1 to V2 dV by V. Integral V1 to V2 dV by V. Students, here N is number of moles of ideal gas. So it is a constant value. Number of moles of ideal gas. So it is a numerical value. That's why it is constant, and we write outside of the integration value. Number of moles of ideal gas. R is universal gas constant. T, temperature. It is an isothermal process. Therefore, temperature is constant. Therefore, here volume is varied from V1 to V2. Students, we know integral dx by x means log x. Integral dx by x means log x. Here upper limit and lower limit is there. So similar to integral dx by dx, in here integral dv by v. Therefore its value becomes log v, and it is having upper limit and lower limit. So upper limit v1 and lower limit v2. Therefore how we can write? Upper limit minus lower limit, log v2 minus log v1. Therefore then you can write as a log v2 by v1. Therefore On integration, our equation becomes W expansion. Here reversible expansion na? So isothermal reversible expansion, total amount of work W is equals to minus nRT log V2 by V1. Students, please remember this equation. For an ideal gas, on reversible isothermal expansion, the total amount of work done W is equals to minus nRT log V2 by V1. Please remember this equation because this relation is very helpful in explaining the Carnot cycle. So students, I think you are clearly understood how you are getting expansion work done in a isothermal reversible manner minus nRT log V2 by V1. This is very important relation, students. Please remember. And similarly, here we are considering expansion of ideal gas takes place. So similar process, if you repeated, then what happened? Isothermal reversible compression. Isothermal reversible compression. Isothermal reversible compression of an ideal gas. Isothermal reversible compression of an ideal gas. Then what happened? The similar process is repeated, but the sign is opposed. Means if you get in expansion work done minus nRT log V2 by V1 case, here isothermal reversible compression case, what happened? Total work done for an isothermal reversible compression of an ideal gas is W compression is equals to nRT log V1 by V2. So students, please better you should be familiar with these two relations and these two equations. So if you remember these equations, then it is easily we can explain Carnot cycle. So in case of an ideal gas, if it undergoes isothermal reversible expansion, then for an expansion, the total work done W equals to minus nRT log V2 by V1. For compression, W equals to nRT log V1 by V2. Adiabatic expansion. Students, in the previous slide, we saw isothermal expansion. In this slide, we can explain about the adiabatic expansion. In adiabatic process, students, we know adiabatic process which takes place in an insulated cylinder. So students, we are already familiar with an adiabatic process. Neither matter nor heat is exchanged between system and surroundings in an adiabatic process. In an adiabatic process, neither heat nor matter exchange between system and surroundings. Means the system is in a cylinder which is insulated. So in this case, in an adiabatic process, Q is equals to 0. So no heat is allowed to enter the system or leave from the system. Therefore, Q equals to 0. Students, we know the first law of thermodynamics. Delta E is equals to Q plus W. Therefore, here for an adiabatic process, Q equals to 0. Therefore, delta E is equals to W. Students, in case of an expansion, so whenever the gas is present inside the cylinder, if the gas expansion means work is done by the system. If gas compression means work is done on the system. So we are already familiar with first law of thermodynamics, students. I told you already, work is done by the system. In case of work is done by the system case, W is negative. If work is done on the system means W is positive. Therefore, in an expansion, work is done by the system on the surroundings. Hence, W is negative. But here in this relation, delta E is equals to W. Here W is negative means delta E is also negative. If W is negative means delta E is also negative. Delta E is also negative. Therefore, we conclude that if delta E is negative means internal energy is decreases, because we know students delta E is equals to, we know delta E is equals to E2 minus E1. So if delta E is equals to negative means, delta E is equals to negative means E2, here E2 is less than E1, E2 is less than E1, then only delta E is negative. Therefore, internal energy during the expansion, if E2 negative means decreases, E2 decreases. Therefore, during an adiabatic expansion, internal energy is decreased, and therefore the temperature of the system falls, means decreases. Therefore, internal energy decrease means temperature decreased. Therefore, students, please remember, in an adiabatic expansion, internal energy is decreased. Whenever the internal energy decreases, temperature of the system also decreases. Suppose in case of compression, so in case of compression, what happened? The work is done on the system. That's why the piston is coming inside into the system. The gas compression takes place. Therefore, work is done on the system. Then W is positive. Therefore, delta E becomes positive. If W positive means, according to this equation, delta E is positive. Therefore, internal energy, delta E positive means internal energy. Delta E positive means E2 minus E1 equals to positive, which is when E2 minus E1 equals to positive, then only delta E is positive, means E2 is greater than E1. Therefore, internal energy E2 is greater than E1. Therefore, internal energy increases. Then temperature of the system rises, means increases. Okay. Therefore, students, in compression, adiabatic compression, W, work done on the system, W is positive, delta E is positive. Therefore, internal energy increases. Ultimately, temperature of the system increases. Students, we already saw the molar heat capacities. Cp, specific heat at constant pressure. Similarly, we saw Cv, specific heat at constant volume. Therefore, we know that Cv is equals to dE by dt. Here V represents at constant volume. Specific heat at constant volume. Already we are familiar with this symbol. Cv, specific heat at constant volume. If Cp is present, specific heat at constant pressure. Therefore, molar specific heat at constant volume of an ideal gas, we know that Cv is equals to dE by dt. If this dt is in right side, it is in denominator. If it is comes toward this side, it is comes into numerator, and this equation becomes dE is equals to Cv into dt. So here dE dt are infinitesimal small changes. Suppose if we take a finite changes case, what happens? dE becomes delta E, means we know the change in internal energy, delta E, and dt becomes delta T. Therefore, for finite changes, dE becomes delta E and dt becomes delta T. Therefore, in case of compression, work is positive because work is done on the system. If W is equals to delta E is equals to Cv into delta T. Students, we know delta T means difference between temperature. Therefore, T2 minus T1. Delta T is nothing but T2 minus T1. Therefore, in an adiabatic compression, W is equals to work done on the system is equals to Cv into T2 minus T1. So this is very important, students. Please remember this relation. W is equals to Cv into T2 minus T1. Suppose in case of expansion, in the previous slide we saw, in case of expansion, the same value with opposite sign. Cv into T2 minus T1, same value, but it is having negative. In case of compression, work is positive. In case of expansion, W is negative because work is done by the system. That's why W is equals to minus Cv into T2 minus T1. Dear students, please remember these two equations. W, adiabatic compression, W equals to Cv into T2 minus T1. Adiabatic expansion, W equals to minus Cv into T2 minus T1. So based on these relations, we can easily derive and easily prove the Carnot cycle. Okay. Students, next important concept is the Carnot cycle. In this, how conversion of heat into work we can observe the Carnot cycle. Very important concept, students. We can easily understood because already we learn in case of ideal gas isothermal expansion and isothermal compression. Adiabatic reversible expansion, adiabatic reversible compression means cases what happen we already know. So for this Carnot cycle, we choose 1 mole of ideal gas is taken as our system. 1 mole of an ideal gas is our system for this Carnot cycle explanation. So here I choose a 1 mole of an ideal gas is my system. Here what I did, we applied 4 consecutive operations. The first one is isothermal reversible expansion. Second one is adiabatic reversible expansion. Third one is isothermal reversible compression. Fourth one is adiabatic reversible compression. So students, we can easily remember these 4 consecutive operations. Initially, continuously we do expansion, and then 2 compressions. First isothermal reversible expansion, second adiabatic expansion, third isothermal compression, fourth one is adiabatic compression. So alternatively isothermal adiabatic, isothermal adiabatic, isothermal adiabatic, isothermal adiabatic, expansion, compression. So no need to by heart vastly, just you can apply 4 successive operations for 1 mole of an ideal gas is our system for explaining the concept of Carnot cycle. So in Carnot cycle, we draw a plot. In this plot, we take pressure on y-axis, pressure P on y-axis, and volume is on x-axis. Pressure is on y-axis and volume is on x-axis. So here we operate isothermal reversible expansion. This is our first operation, isothermal reversible expansion. So initially from point A, here the volume is V1 and the pressure P1. Here isothermal reversible expansion. This is our first operation. We already write in the previous slide. Isothermal reversible expansion. Isothermal reversible expansion. So in isothermal case, temperature is constant. That the temperature be T2. So in here also in point A, at point A also temperature T2. So this is an isothermal process. Therefore temperature T2 is constant and volume is changes volume. See here volume is on x-axis. From point A to point B, the volume is increased. See here volume is E, and from point up to point B, the volume is G. Therefore volume is increased from A to B. Therefore volume initially at point A is V1, at point B it is the V2. During this isothermal reversible expansion, the heat absorbed by the system is Q2. Heat absorbed by the system is Q2 during the isothermal reversible expansion. So you can see here isothermal reversible expansion. So here gas is expanded reversibly and isothermally. Whenever we mention the term isothermal means temperature is constant. Let it be T2 through AB path. So here this is the path AB path. This is the path AB. Temperature is T2. It is an isothermal process. Temperature is constant. Volume, from volume V1 to increases to V2. This V1 is at point A and V2 is at point B. Therefore, let the heat absorbed by the system be Q2. Here we are assuming the heat absorbed by the system during the isothermal process is Q2. Therefore, the total work done by the system on the reversible isothermal reversible expansion, just now we learned that. Therefore, it is Q2 is equals to minus W1, that is equals to RT2 log V2 by V1. Let it be, this is an equation 1. Students, just now we learned from ideal gas expansion, work done in isothermal reversible expansion, RT2 log V2 by V1. Next operation is adiabatic reversible expansion. Adiabatic reversible expansion. Here allowed gas is here only. Here also it is expanded. Work is done by the system only. So in adiabatical it travels through path BC. Path BC, the volume increases from V2 at point B to point C V3. Therefore, it is an adiabatic process, means it takes place in an insulated cylinder. Insulated keys means neither heat nor matter exchanged between the surroundings. Therefore, no heat is observed. Therefore, Q equals to 0. Then delta E is equals to W. Here, expansion of gas takes place, means work is done by the system. Therefore, delta E is equals to minus W. Let it be W2. Here the work is, let it be W2. And the temperature, here internal energy is negative. Therefore, internal energy decreases. Delta E is negative means internal energy decreases. If internal energy decreases means temperature decreases. Therefore, temperature is decreased from T2 to T1. Let this equation delta E is equals to minus WQ2 is equals to minus CV into T2 minus T1. Let this equation be, it is a equation 2. So in the plot, this is the point. So at point P, pressure P2, volume V2. And at point C, the volume is V3. Volume is increased from V2 to V3. And temperature, it is an adiabatic process. Internal energy decreases, temperature decreases from T2 to T1. So the same points we mentioned there. Therefore, in an adiabatic reversible expansion, just now we see in case of ideal gas equation. Therefore, delta E is equals to minus W2 is equals to minus CV into T2 minus T1. Students, third operation is isothermal reversible compression. Isothermal reversible compression is our third operation. Once we can see the plot. So in the plot, the third operation is isothermal reversible compression. First operation is isothermal reversible expansion from A to B. Next, adiabatic reversible expansion from B to C. Here isothermal reversible compression means work is done on the system. Compression of gas takes place. Here work is done on the system. During this process, volume is decreased from point C at V3 to V4. During this operation, C2D path, during isothermal reversible compression, volume is decreased from V3 to V4. Here we show this direction from C to D. Here work is done on the system, means here what happened, Q1 amount of heat is coming out of the system. Q1 amount of heat is coming out of the system. In the first operation, isothermal reversible expansion, operation A to B, here Q2 amount of heat is absorbed by the system, because here it is an expansion. Isothermal reversible expansion. therefore heat absorbed by the system. Here it is a isothermal reversible compression. Heat is given out of the system or coming out of the system. Heat is given to surroundings. Here work is done on the system. In the first operation, here work is done by the system. Here work is done on the system. Therefore, in isothermal reversible compression, volume is decreases to V3 to V4. This is our third operation in Carnot cycle. In isothermal reversible compression, C is subjected to isothermal compression at a temperature T1. The path is followed is CD. Already we explained in the plot. Therefore, volume also decreases from V3 to V4. In this operation, work is done on the system. Students, please concentrate here the sentence. Here we clearly mentioned work is done on the system. Work is done on the system. In isothermal expansion done by the system, here it is a compression. Work is done on the system and Q1 amount of heat is coming out by the system and going to surroundings. That's why here heat is coming from the system. We mentioned with minus Q1. So students, please careful here. Work is done on the system. In case of isothermal compression and Q1 minus Q1 amount of heat is coming out by the system. Here Q1 amount of heat coming out by the system. That's why we shown with minus Q1. Therefore, let this equation be 3. You can give the equation number for this equation 3. And next operation or fourth operation is adiabatic reversible compression. Adiabatic reversible compression. Next we can go into once our plot. So here the last operation or the fourth operation from D to A in this direction. So here clearly we shown with an arrow mark. So here the operation is adiabatic reversible compression. Adiabatic reversible compression. The fourth operation is adiabatic reversible compression. Adiabatic reversible compression. So here also work is done on the system. Here the work is done on the system. Here the temperature is T1 and again this temperature is changes to T2. Temperature is changes to T2. Here volume is changes to V4 to V1. Volume is decreased to V4 to V1. In the fourth operation, it is an adiabatic reversible compression. Work is done on the system. Students, please careful with the terminology what I am using in this explanation. Therefore, in the fourth operation, adiabatic reversible compression. Adiabatic reversible compression. The gas at point D is subjected to a adiabatic compression. So it reaches point A and this path is named as a dA. Here the temperature is T1. The volume changes from V4 to V1. We clearly shown in our plot. The original volume is reached. Means point A we reached finally. So initially we begin at volume V1 and finally we reach a certain fourth operation again volume V1. And the original volume is reached. Then the temperature is increased from T1 to T2. This also we clearly shown there. Therefore, the net work done increases in the internal energy of the system is W4 is equals to CV into T2 minus T1. Already in the expansion of ideal gas, we know this relation. Let this equation be equation 4. This equation is numbered as a equation 4 for our convenience. Next, the net heat absorbed is Q equals to Q2 plus Q1. Students, here we are applying 4 consecutive cycles. First one is operations. First operation is isothermal reversible expansion. Here Q2 equals to RT2 log V2 by V1. And in the third operation, it is a isothermal reversible compression. Here heat is minus Q1 equals to RT1 log V4 by V3. Therefore, the net heat absorbed is Q is equals to Q2 plus Q1. Here Q1 is minus Q1 because heat is coming out of the system. That's why here we write minus Q1. Therefore, from that equation, we can write as a RT2 log V2 by V1 plus RT1 log V4 by V3. Here, what we did, here I exchanged this V3 and V4. The denominator V3 I taken into numerator and the numerator V4 I take back into the denominator. Then the equation is changed as a RT2 log V2 by V1 minus RT1 log V3 by V4. This equation I given number as a 5. Students, there is a relation in adiabatic expansion. In adiabatic expansion of an ideal gas, there is a relation, students. T2 by T1 is equals to V3 by V2 power gamma minus 1. This is a standard relation in the adiabatic expansion of an ideal gas. In the adiabatic expansion of an ideal gas, there is a relation is that T2 by T1 is equals to V3 by V2 whole to the power of gamma minus 1. And for adiabatic compression, there is one relation T1 by T2 equals to V1 by V4 power gamma minus 1. T2 by T1 equals to, based on these two relations, we can develop a relation V3 by V2. From these two equations, based on these two equations, we can develop V3 by V2 is equals to V4 by V1, one new relation. And rearranging these two, we are getting a new relation V2 by V1. Means here V2 I brought this side and V4 I brought this side. And this equation becomes V2 by V1 is equals to V3 by V4. Therefore, here in the equation 5, here in this place, in place of V3 by V4, I can substitute according to this relation V2 by V1 in place of V3 by V4 in equation 5. Therefore, students, on substituting V3 by V4 value in equation 5, we are getting Q equals to Q2 minus Q1, that equals to RT2 log V2 by V1 minus RT1 log V2 by V1. Therefore, here see students, R is common in these equations. Therefore, I taken capital R as common. And here in this equation, capital T2 is there, here T1 is there. Therefore, and also log V2 by V1 is common in both of these relations. Therefore, we can take a common log V2 by V1 and R, and the relation becomes R into T2 minus T1 into log V2 by V1. Let the equation is numbered as a 6. Similarly, the net work done by the gas. Here we applying 4 operations: isothermal reversible expansion, adiabatic reversible expansion, isothermal reversible compression, adiabatic reversible compression. So by applying these 4 operations, here in the first operation W1 equals to RT2 log V2 by V1. In the second operation, W2 is equals to CV into T2 minus T1. In the third operation, W3 is equals to RT1 log V4 by V3. And the fourth operation, work done, W4 equals to CV into T2 minus T1. So from these 4 relations, we can calculate the net work done by the gas, that equals to minus W1 first operation minus W2 second operation plus W3 third operation and plus W4 in the fourth operation. Therefore, sum of the work done of these 4 operations, we are getting a relation is that in this form, that equals to W is equals to RT2 log V2 by V1 minus CV into T2 minus T1 plus RT1 log V4 by V3 plus CV into T2 minus T1. See students, here plus CV into T2 minus T1 and minus CV into T2 minus T1 we can cancel because the same value with opposite sign. And the remaining part is that RT2 log V2 by V1 minus RT1 log V3 by V4. And just now students, we substitute the value of V3 by V4 in place V2 by V1. Therefore, this equation becomes RT2 log V2 by V1 minus RT1 log V2 by V1. So here in this R is common and log V2 by V1. Therefore the equation becomes R into T2 minus T1 into log V2 by V1. This equation is numbered as a 7. See students, equation 6 and 7 both are identical. Therefore from the equation 6 and 7 we can shown as a Q is equals to W. Therefore for a cyclic process, the essential condition is that net work done W is equal to the heat absorbed. W is equals to Q for a cyclic process. This condition is satisfied in Carnot cycle. So students, this is Carnot cycle. No need to worry about this derivation part and these 4 operations. This is very easy and very simple. You can practice very easily. So for a cyclic process, the essential condition is W is equals to Q. The work done is equals to heat absorbed. This is satisfied by the help of Carnot cycle because it is a cyclic process, because we are started from point A and finally reaches to point A. That's why it is a cyclic process. See students, from A to B, this is first operation. From B to C, second operation. From C to D, third operation. From D to A, fourth operation. Finally again we reached point A. Therefore it is a cyclic process. In a cyclic process, the work done is equals to heat of the system. This is a Carnot cycle. Very easy. Such students, my sincere suggestion is that just you should learn this diagram. We can take a pressure on y-axis and volume on x-axis, and 4 operations we apply consecutively. Isothermal reversible expansion, adiabatic reversible expansion, isothermal reversible compression, adiabatic reversible compression. So during these 4 operations, the values already we are very familiar. In the expansion of ideal gas already we learned, and also this Carnot cycle we operate at 1 mole of ideal gas. That's why in the equation here in place of N we are giving 1. Here actually nRT according to expansion of ideal gas, W equals to nRT log V2 by V1. Here we are using 1 mole of ideal gas. That's why the work done W equals to RT log V2 by V1. Therefore, once you familiar with this diagram, you can easily write the Carnot cycle. No need to fear about this Carnot cycle concept. Very, very easy. Just you can remember this diagram. In point A, P1 V1, point B, P2 V2, point C, P3 V3, point 4, P4 V4, point A and B temperature is T2, point C and D temperature T1. Okay, so very easy. No need to worry, no need to fear. This concept is very, very important and very easy. Okay, students, very easy. You can practice. It is very important concept. Okay students, I hope you enjoyed this session. Okay, don't fear about that. So please practice carefully. Thank you very much.